I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Rachel Zelon. I'm the CEO and founder of Hunger Relief International. I started this work as a Peace Corps volunteer 45 years ago, and I never left it. The world's children are extremely vulnerable. My heart is with the children around the world. I have dedicated my entire life to serving those in greatest need, from refugees to internally displaced people to children living in orphanages who may or may not be orphans, to children living in poverty with families that love them but cannot take care of them. That is who I am and what we're about. HRI was founded in 2010, essentially after the earthquake in Haiti. So many people had been displaced and killed, and the need was just so extraordinary that our first interventions really were to look at and work with orphanages that had suffered tremendous damage. And we did that in close collaboration with some amazing churches here in the US. We also chose to begin working in Guatemala the same year. And the reason we chose Guatemala, even though it didn't have a disaster that really pushed us into it, was that at that time, and it's not much better now, Guatemala had the fourth highest rate of malnutrition among children under the age of 5, particularly in rural areas in the world, not just in Central America or South America or the Western Hemisphere, but literally in the world. And as a result, we chose Guatemala as another country. We wanted to begin working in 2 countries. We very much wanted to stay close to home, where we would have easy access and where our partners could have easy access, so that if people, if churches wanted to go on mission trips, that was something that could easily be worked on and happen. We wanted regular donors. If they organized trips through us, through their schools or churches or universities, again, to have access. And both of these countries were in tremendous need. Haiti was and still is the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere, and it is within the top 10 poorest countries in the world at this point in time. So we chose well. And as sad as it is, the need continues to be extraordinary and growing. But HRI is persevering, and we are focusing with 110% of our energies on those 2 countries. First and foremost, let's talk about children. Let's talk about orphans. Orphans who may be orphans or who may simply have been abandoned by parents or grandparents or aunts or uncles who are simply too poor to care for them. They rely on HRI. They need the support. They need the food, the water, the medical care, everything that we provide with your help for their survival and for them to thrive. So that is a key program. Additionally, education, supporting education through school feeding programs, through school scholarship programs. That is another key area. The escalator out of poverty, and I'm quoting, is education. And keeping kids in school is the way to do it. And providing them with good nutrition keeps them in schools and allows them to grow, thrive, learn, retain knowledge, and do well. And finally, access to healthcare, access to sanitation, clean water. Let's keep people healthy. Children's health enables them to grow, to thrive, to learn, to become productive adults. That is what we're about. We are about today's children becoming the next generation of not only parents, but leaders and healthy leaders, understanding how they can change their world for themselves, their children, and generations to come. The absolute greatest challenge is fundraising. People work so hard for every dollar we earn. Everybody is sought after to make donations. We have so many issues to deal with right here in this country that when we go out and look and ask our donors for money or try to engage new donors, it's incredibly hard because we're all hundreds, thousands of organizations. Everybody is seeking the same dollar, and it is your dollar that you have worked so hard to earn. And the one thing I want to say about that is we really respect that. Every dollar you earn and donate is a hard-earned dollar. And we want to take care of it. We want to make sure that of that dollar, over 90 cents of it actually gets to a child. I don't even take a salary. Our staff takes small salaries. We have no overhead in the US because we work remotely to make sure that we are not spending money that you have worked so hard to earn on overhead that is unnecessary. While fundraising is our greatest challenge in the whole world, please know that for every dollar you give, over 90 cents will go to a child that desperately needs some help. Last year, in 2023, 94% of all of our income went directly to raise up children, women, and families. 94%, that's 94 cents of every dollar that came into HRI went to help those in greatest need. Our programs are largely funded by individual donors. So we have individuals who give to us every month, and we love them, whether it's $5 or $10 or $200 or $1,000. Every penny, every dollar, every effort is welcomed and cherished equally. We also have family foundations that give us money. We also work with partner organizations like Jewish Helping Hands for one, and others who make grants to small organizations like ourselves. We work with many churches. Churches are our biggest partners. Churches understand what we're doing, they value what we're doing, and they want to be part of it. We also have received funds from different sources. We received a sub-grant this year that came through a large organization, RTI, through which we were able to help 700 school children up in the mountainous areas of Guatemala. We received a grant from the Embassy of Japan to help improve school infrastructure. Also in Guatemala, we are now partnering with the World Food Program in an effort to help extremely malnourished children, borderline starving, in the south of Haiti. So we have a broad range of donors, but we need that to grow. We do. We need that to grow, and we desperately need to be able to respond. We want to be there for more of these children, for more of these girls, for more women, for more families. The need is growing, and we are trying to grow along with it. Each year, we not only have to file a 990 with the Internal Revenue Service, which we do every single year, but we also, for the past 6 or 7 years, have been audited. As a result, number one, we are very financially transparent. We want our donors to see where their dollars go. We want you to see how we spend your money. But in addition, there are organizations out there that call themselves accrediting agencies, like Charity Navigator. I urge you to go there. GuideStar, I urge you to go. Look us up. Those groups, their sole purpose is to look at organizations like Hunger Relief International, look at our financials, look at our programs, really do keep us accountable. And then they rate us. You can get 1 star or 2 stars or up to 4 stars. And we always get the absolute highest rating, either in stars or platinum transparency with GuideStar. But I urge you, whenever you give to any organization, please check them out first on either Charity Navigator or GuideStar. It will help you to understand where your money, where your hard-earned donations are going and how they're being used. Our year-end goal for fundraising is $75,000. For some of you, that may seem not very much. For others, it will seem like, wow, that's a lot. Here is what we're facing right now in Haiti. We have hundreds and hundreds of children in orphanages that rely on us every single day for their food, for their sustenance, their water, their education. We cannot leave those children behind. They have nobody, if not for all of us. In addition, we have in Haiti alone 5.4 million people. That is about half of the population that are malnourished. Think of that number. 5.4 million people have little, if any, access to food. And of that, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. 6,000 children living in internally displaced campsites are starving, and that is coming directly from the World Food Program. 6,000 children starving without water, without food, without proper shelter. Please, we desperately want to help these children. Please think hard about what it would mean to one child to receive your gift.